imagine drifting through the ocean's surface layers, where life rushes by in a blur of color and motion. Days pass quickly for most creatures here. They eat, reproduce, and repeat. But when they venture deeper, into the cold, dark realms where time itself seems to stretch, some inhabitants don't just survive, they linger across centuries, bending the rules we assume govern life and death. These aren't myths or sci-fi experiments. They're real animals that challenge everything we think we know about aging, mortality, and the passage of time. In this video, we'll look at 3 extraordinary ocean dwellers that appear to cheat time in their own unique ways: the immortal jellyfish, the Greenland shark, and black coral. Each represents a different strategy nature has crafted to stretch lifespan far beyond the norm. Through them, we uncover how extreme environments, especially the deep sea, can favor biological tricks that slow aging or even reset the clock. By the end, you might find yourself wondering why so many of us age so predictably, while these beings drift on for hundreds, even thousands of years. So stay with us as we descend into the abyss and uncover what the deep ocean is still hiding from us. And if these deep ocean mysteries hook you, hit like and subscribe, because we've got more coming. The immortal jellyfish. Resetting the clock. We begin with something small, almost delicate. The immortal jellyfish, Turritopsis dohrnii, measures barely the size of a pinky nail, its transparent bell revealing a bright red stomach at the center. Found in temperate and tropical waters worldwide, it looks unremarkable at first glance. Yet this tiny hydrozoan holds one of biology's most astonishing secrets. Under stress, injury, starvation, or unfavorable conditions, it can reverse its entire life cycle. Most jellyfish follow a straightforward path. They start as polyps attached to the seafloor, then bud into free-swimming medusae that reproduce sexually. After that, they typically senesce and die. But immortal jellyfish flips the script. When threatened, the medusa collapses into a blob-like cyst on the ocean floor. Over the next day or two, its specialized cells undergo transdifferentiating, a rare reprogramming where mature cells transform into entirely different types, rebuilding the body from medusa back into polyp. From there, new medusae bud off, genetically identical to the original adult. This reversal can happen repeatedly with no apparent limit under ideal conditions. It's not true immortality. Predators, disease, or physical destruction can still end it. But biologically, aging doesn't claim this jellyfish. The process sidesteps the gradual buildup of damage that drives senescence in most animals. In the relatively stable, predator-light waters where it thrives, this cheat code for rejuvenation makes perfect evolutionary sense. Why invest in a one-way ticket to old age when you can hit reset and start fresh? It's a reminder that death from aging isn't inevitable. It's just one strategy among many. But that's not all. The Greenland shark. Stretching time through slowness. As we descend further into colder, dimmer waters, we encounter a very different approach to longevity, one built on extreme slowness rather than reversal. The Greenland shark, Somniosus microcephalus, glides through the frigid depths of the North Atlantic and Arctic Oceans. These massive sharks, reaching up to 6 meters long, move with deliberate languor, cruising at less than a meter per second. Their habitat hovers near freezing, between -1 and 7 degrees Celsius, at depths from a few hundred to over 1,000 meters. Scientists once puzzled over how old these sharks could be. Radiocarbon dating of eye lenses revealed the oldest individuals lived between 250 and 500 years, with some estimates pushing toward 400 or more, the longest known lifespan of any vertebrate. They reach sexual maturity around 150 years old and grow less than a centimeter per year. The key lies in their extraordinarily slow metabolism. As ectotherms in perpetually cold water, their bodies operate at a fraction of the pace seen in warmer environments. Low temperatures reduce metabolic rate, generating fewer reactive oxygen species that damage cells over time. Enzymes stay stable, and cellular wear accumulates gradually. Food is scarce in these depths, so energy conservation becomes paramount, slows everything down, and lives longer on less. Predation pressure is low in the vast, dark abyss, allowing selection to favor maintenance over rapid reproduction. It's almost comical in its understatement. The shark that looks like it's barely moving is outlasting empires. While humans chase anti-aging creams and diets, this creature achieves centuries simply by chilling out, literally. The deep sea's stability rewards patience, turning time into an ally rather than an enemy. Black coral, enduring through minimalism. Deeper still, beyond where most fish venture, we find organisms that don't move at all. Black corals, particularly species like Leopathes glaberrima, form delicate, tree-like colonies in the deep ocean, often between 200 and 1,000 meters. Their skeletons, dark and branched, can reach heights of a meter or more, yet they grow with glacial patience. Radiocarbon dating has dated some colonies to over 4,000 years old, one of the oldest continuously living organisms on Earth. Growth rates are minuscule. They show radial growth as slow as 4 to 35 micrometers per year, and a linear extension of only a few millimeters per year at best. These corals filter feed on drifting organic particles in nutrient-poor waters, relying on the constant, unchanging conditions of the deep sea. Why such extreme longevity? In the abyss, environmental stability reigns. No seasonal swings, no harsh sunlight, minimal disturbance. Predators are few, and energy demands stay low. Slow growth minimizes metabolic costs and oxidative stress. Once established, a colony invests in structural durability rather than rapid expansion or frequent reproduction. It's a bet on persistence, endure quietly for millennia, and the odds of survival improve dramatically. These ancient groves serve as living archives, recording ocean history in their skeletal layers. But they also highlight a profound irony. While fast-living surface species burn bright and brief, the deep's patient residents accumulate time like interest in a forgotten account. And this is where it gets really interesting. Across these three examples, a striking pattern begins to emerge, one that reshapes how we think about time, aging, and survival itself. The immortal jellyfish escapes death by resetting its biological clock, reverting its cells back to an earlier developmental state whenever conditions become hostile. Instead of deteriorating with age, it simply starts over, again and again, effectively dodging senescence altogether through a process that still feels like cellular wizardry. The Greenland shark, by contrast, does not cheat death so much as it outweights it. Living in near-freezing Arctic waters, it exists in a state of extreme metabolic torpor. Its heart beats slowly, its movements are unhurried, and its growth is almost imperceptible. By conserving energy and reducing cellular wear, the shark stretches time itself, allowing centuries to pass with minimal biological damage. In a world of cold and scarcity, speed offers no advantage. Endurance does. Then there is black coral, a creature that redefines patience. Anchored to the deep sea floor, it grows millimeter by millimeter, building its skeleton so slowly that entire human civilizations rise and fall before it changes in any noticeable way. Some colonies alive today began growing before the Roman Empire. Their longevity is not driven by regeneration or repair, but by simplicity, low metabolism, minimal energy demands, and an environment so stable that evolution rewards consistency over change. Each of these strategies evolved under similar conditions: limited food, constant darkness, crushing pressure, and few predators. In such environments, rapid growth and short lifespans are liabilities. Rushing leads to exhaustion. Flashy traits attract unnecessary attention. Instead, evolution favors organisms that conserve, recycle, and persist. These adaptations challenge some of our deepest assumptions about biology. We often think of aging as inevitable, driven by shortening telomeres, accumulating DNA errors, and proteins slowly breaking down. But these species reveal that aging is not a single rule written into life itself. It is a strategy, one shaped by the environment. In the deep sea, survival doesn't belong to the fastest or the strongest. It belongs to the patient, the regenerative, and the quietly enduring. So why do most living things age normally, wearing out after decades, while these ocean outliers persist for centuries or millennia? Perhaps because the surface world demands speed, fast growth, quick reproduction, to exploit fleeting opportunities and evade threats. The deep sea, by contrast, offers a refuge of constancy, where the best survival tactic is often simply to last. Share your thoughts in the comments below. And remember, if this wild ride from surface death to seafloor life got you hooked, like and subscribe to join the next dive. Thanks for exploring with us. See you in the deep.